The year was one of profound sorrow for the Prophet Muhammad, known later as the Year of Grief. His beloved wife Khadija R.A., the first to believe in him in the rock of his life, had passed away. His uncle Abu Talib, who had protected him from a fierce persecution of the Quraysh, also left this world. The Prophet, feeling the weight of loneliness, decided to travel to the city of Taif to invite its people to Islam. But instead of kindness, he faced cruelty. The leaders mocked him, and the street children pelted him with stones until his sandals filled with blood. Rejected and wounded, he returned to Mecca under the cover of night, praying to Allah in deep anguish. "O Allah, to you I complain of my weakness, my lack of resources, and my humiliation before the people." It was in this moment of deepest pain that Allah, the most merciful, decided to honor his beloved servant with a gift beyond imagination. On the 27th night of Rajab, while the Prophet rested near the Kaaba, some narrations say in the house of his cousin Amhani, Angel Jibril A.S. descended with a heavenly command. He gently woke the messenger and performed miraculous purification. Jibril A.S. opened the Prophet's chest, removed his heart, washed it with Zamzam water to remove any trace of doubt or worldly attachment, and filled it with wisdom, light, and unwavering faith. Then he restored it, leaving the Prophet stronger than ever. Suddenly, a magnificent white creature appeared, the Al-Buraq, a heavenly steed larger than a donkey but smaller than a mule, with wings of light. Its every stride reached the farthest horizon, moving with the speed of lightning. The Prophet mounted Al-Buraq, and with Jibril A.S. by his side, they embarked on the Isra, the night journey from Masjid al-Haram in Mecca to Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. The journey was astonishingly swift. As they soared to the night sky, the Prophet witnessed breathtaking signs of Allah's power. They passed over vast deserts, mighty rivers, and ancient lands. At one point, Jibril pointed to a beautiful caravan heading toward Jerusalem and said, "This is a caravan of your people returning from trade." Later, when the Quraysh questioned the Prophet upon his return, he described this very caravan in perfect detail, its color, number of camels, and arrival time, proving the truth of his words and silencing many doubters. This was the first dramatic twist, a physical miracle that turned mockery into wonder. Upon reaching Masjid al-Aqsa, the Prophet tied al-Buraq to the same ring where earlier prophets had tied their mounts. There, Allah gathered all the previous prophets, from Adam A.S. to Is to welcome him. In an awe-inspiring moment, the Prophet Muhammad led them all in prayer as their imam, symbolizing his position as the seal of the prophets and the leader of humanity. Then began the Meraj, the ascension. A golden ladder descended from the heavens, and the Prophet began climbing to the seven skies, each level revealing greater wonders and challenges. In the first heaven, he met Adam A.S., who smiled with joy at seeing his righteous descendants. In the second, Yahya A.S., John the Baptist, and Isa A.S., Jesus, greeted him with warmth. In the third, Yusuf A.S., Joseph, renowned for his beauty, welcomed him. In the fourth, Idris A.S., raised to a high station, greeted him. In the fifth, Harun A.S., Aaron, embraced him. In the sixth, Musa A.S., Moses, the prophet who spoke directly to Allah, met him with deep emotion. And in the seventh heaven, Ibrahim as Abraham, the friend of Allah, leaned against the Beit al-Mamur, the heavenly Kaaba, and greeted his final successor. At each level, the Prophet saw astonishing sights. Angels of immense size, one whose had touched the sky while his feet rested on earth, a rooster angel whose crow awakens earthly roosters, an angel half of fire and half of ice, showing Allah's perfect balance in creation, the angel of death-preparing souls, and Malik, the stern guardian of hell, who rarely smiles. But the drama intensified as they approached the lot tree of the utmost boundary, Sidrat al-Muntaha, a majestic tree covered in indescribable colors, beyond which no creation could pass. Here, Jibril is stopped, trembling, saying, "If I go further, I will burn." Alone, the Prophet continued, entering the divine presence in a way no other being ever has. There, Allah spoke directly to his messenger, without intermediary. The conversation turned to the gift of prayer. Initially, Allah commanded 50 daily prayers for the Ummah. Descending, the Prophet met Musa A.S., who advised, "Your followers cannot bear 50 prayers." return and ask for ease. The Prophet returned multiple times, 9 times in total, each time negotiating with humility. With every plea, Allah reduced the number, until finally it became 5 prayers a day, with a reward of 50. This back-and-forth negotiation was a dramatic highlight, showing the mercy of Allah and the love of the Prophet for his ummah. He refused to accept less than what would benefit his people most, yet accepted the divine wisdom. As a special reward, Allah gifted him the last 2 verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. The messenger has believed in what was revealed to him from his Lord, and so have the believers, words that serve as a treasure from the throne. During the journey, the Prophet also glimpsed the realities of the hereafter. He saw the delights of Jannah, rivers of milk, honey, wine, and water, palaces of light, and the eternal bliss awaiting the righteous. He witnessed the punishments of Jahannam, the torment of disbelievers, the boiling chains, and the cries of those who rejected truth. These visions served as warnings and motivations, adding emotional depth and urgency to the message. Finally, the Prophet descended back to the heavens, bidding farewell to the prophets who encouraged him. He returned to Masjid al-Haram before the break of dawn, the entire journey occurring in a single night. The next morning, the Prophet shared this extraordinary experience. The Quraysh laughed in disbelief. "You claim to have gone to Jerusalem and back in one night? Prove it," they demanded. With calm certainty, he described Masjid al-Aqsa in detail, its gates, pillars, and features. Even though he had never seen it before, Abu Bakr immediately affirmed, "If he says it, it is true," earning the title as Siddiq, the truthful. The miracle strengthened the believers and exposed the hearts of the rejectors. This night, Shab and Meraj, reminds us that in our darkest moments, Allah is closest. When the world rejects us, the heavens open. The 5 daily prayers, our direct connection to Allah, were gifted on this night as mercy, light, and salvation. May we all strive to honor this miraculous event by perfecting our salah, seeking forgiveness, and drawing closer to Allah. If this story touched your heart, please hit that subscribe button now for more inspiring Islamic history, stories of the prophets, and spiritual reminders from Muslim Matters TV. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Share this with your loved ones, and let's spread the light of Shabi marriage together. Jazakallah khair.